First proper day in New Orleans, so we're heading out to do a bit of a walk and explore. Should be good. We're going to see the French Quarter and go along and see the Mississippi River and the train trolleys. So this is Bourbon Street. It gets locked up at night and comes absolutely alive. And it's a big bar hop area, so you buy one drink everywhere, but you're not confined to that bar. You just go in and out, walking along with your drink and go wherever you want. And there's all jazz music and the loudest live bands ever, and it's a vibe. This is the Mississippi River, the second longest river in the whole of North America.
So
see a little big honker.
The Missouri one's
Missouri River is longer. But yeah, it's one of the biggest rivers in the world. Mississippi. Plus it's fun to say M-I-S-S. Something, something. So we're currently walking 40 minutes to get a sandwich. And then by the time we get there, my EDC tickets for next year should almost be on sale. So I'll be able to get future hour tickets, which are the cheapest ones. And buying those tickets, we get first access to the camp. So everything's going to work out and I'm going to be able to camp at EDC with my baby next year and get married. Also this morning, the 2025 EDC weddings waiting list opened, so I signed up to that and did my application to that too. And I realised that Nevada wedding certificates are recognised in Australia too, so it's all going to be the real deal. We're crossing at the zebra crossing that isn't really a zebra crossing. Woo! We're alive! I have got a big honker, $5.99. Let me try it. Nice. We are entering the Garden District and we are approximately 20 minutes from our sandwich at Turkey in the Woods.
from our sandwich. Which I won't be eating.
Which I probably will just have a bite of, and then I'll get my EDC tickets. We are literally frothing over all these houses on the way to our sandwich. The sandwich is now 15 minutes and counting, and EDC tickets are 25 minutes away. So we can get a sandwich in Hannah's belly so she calms down while I go nutty trying to get these tickets. Oh! It's behind the trash. Saw a squirrel and now we've just seen a sign. Let go of the people you have to prove your worth to.
It's meant to be. Look.
And we've found the sandwich shop. Hannah's in line. We're channeling hard, like everything is meant to be. It's all falling in place. I'm about to get my EDC ticket. Thank you very much. Do a shop. This sandwich is freaking amazing. It's a vegan chicken tenders. Oh, yum. And I just got EDC tickets. I'm getting married at EDC next year. I was on my 12th try. You only get 3 of 3 and you have to log in each time. My PayPal wouldn't work. Neither card on my PayPal wouldn't work. My credit card wouldn't work. My next credit card wouldn't work. PayPal's the only thing that's ever worked for me, and I don't know why it wasn't working. Monique logged into her credit card and her PayPal on my thing, and that finally worked. We got tickets. We're going and getting married at EDC. And Michael's about to board the plane to Sydney to fight. Good luck, baby. Love you. Isn't it funny? I felt like I had to be back at the hotel to get my ADC tickets, but none of my cards or PayPal accounts were working, and it wouldn't have worked here without Monique. Crazy. Quantum physics.
I saw a squirrel today.
So this sandwich is supposedly supposed to be the best sandwich in America.
And I saw an American little squirrel.
Best sandwich in America, collard green mount.
I was like, when I went to the UK, it was like...
That's good.
And then he like stood there and looked at me, and then he like waddled into a house, and I was like, bye little friend.
But yeah, anyway, this sandwich is lit. Vegan chicken tender.
Well, I'm your best man, bitch.
Now to the streetcar, darling.
Lovely, lovely. Oh, it's so sweet. Hello. Oh, you like that?
Hi, we miss our little babies back home. Yeah. There we go. That was a goddamn vibe. Tonight we might go to Muriels on Jackson Square to check out the Seance Lounge. It's a Moulin Rouge style lounge that looks like the Elephant Room. They have like dancing, music, bar snacks with the cheap wood bar snacks like trio of wild mushroom risotto for $10 lit, and they reserve a table each night for their resident ghost, the Queen of Voodoo herself. Also, I just found out today that yellow fever struck New Orleans in 1853. 10,000 people died in a single night, and the day after, the whole city was declared the City of the Dead. And that's why they're all about the ghost tours. There's so many haunted places and ghosts and voodoo here and witches brews. And yeah, that's why, all because yellow fever hit in the 1800s, which I didn't know. I did not know that that's how that started. So really cool. I'm so excited to explore everything here. Today, walking around, we saw heaps of art galleries and buskers, and there's a lot of good vibes here. I think it's really my style. Seance Lounge, going to the Moulin Rouge part and seeing the reserved table for their resident ghost. Voodoo shit. If I can get these rockers out the door. LOL! Far out. This might be the best gnocchi I've ever had in my life. Oh my god, yum. Feels like a secret club we're going up to. I can hear like gospel singers. Lovely dinner. Enjoy your dinner, Antoine. Highly recommended Muriels. They were reasonable AF prices and the bar was awesome. The staff were incredible. The moon is the background's where they do all psychic readings. This church behind me in Jackson Square is the oldest church in the country and one of the third oldest in the whole of America. So here in Jackson Square, that was the church, the government house and the prison, all going on in Jackson Square. So 1725 they started doing the executions here. That's how old New Orleans is. Also another thing about Jackson Square is this is where the public executions would have happened. Now no one in the town of New Orleans wanted to be a public executioner because they all believed in afterlife and spirits and voodoo and they would be cursed forever if they did that. But one man was up for the job, Congo, who was the very first slave of New Orleans to earn his freedom, and he earned it by accepting that job and becoming the executioner. It wasn't without his troubles, however. He had his life attempted on twice. But every time he survived a murder, he would get more and more powerful within the city of New Orleans. And after the second attempt on his life, people stayed away from him and he was allowed to continue doing his job for the next decade, where he kept executing people, torturing them to death, until his eventual peaceful death in his own bed on the outskirts of the city a decade and a bit later. So I'm at our first stop on Yellow Fever Ghost and Voodoo Tours. So this place was colonized by the French 300 years ago, back in 1799. And back then, you did not need a medical license, a pharmaceutical license to learn everything. All you needed was to shadow someone who did have a pharmaceutical license for 6 months, and then you could get a license and open your very own practice. That building, the second window, has been bricked up because every time they've done construction on there to buy a new window, the construction worker doing the window has jumped. So they've just bricked it. Voodoo shit.
Well, speculation circulated, but rumors were only really well officiated one day when a fire broke out here. And the fire brigade, they were en route, ready to help, but some neighbors, feeling neighborly, got here first. They came by, they kicked in the doors, they saved La Laurie and her family, they got her outside slaves out of there, and then they found her inside slaves. And that is when people got to see, most of which had some variation of lips sewn shut, or were missing limbs entirely, or had bones broken and reset so they couldn't stand properly. Again, sheer sadism. Well, they get them all out of there, and none of them survived a week once liberated from the mansion in their court dismissal. As they continue the search, they find in the kitchen, right behind the garage there, presumably a cook, chained to the oven with the fire roaring. So they break her chain, they're getting her out of there, but she fights these men. She says, please no, just let me stay here. Let me die and be with my family. Please, God, don't let me end up like the people on the 3rd floor.
What happened to the 3rd floor?
Slaves up there of years, chained together, emaciated, skeletal, like chained up. I'm telling you, again, none of them, some of them didn't make it all the way down the stairs in their condition. Well, the day after all this discovery, La Laurie, she left this building in ownership of her 3rd husband and their son, and hightailed it out of town. Not even a day. I'm sure folks were coming back here looking for her. She took her butt back to France to try to get away with it, to try to live with what she had done to people in here for probably generations at a time. And she had a little over of a decade living with it in France until she didn't anymore. Because one day, over there, her carriage got overturned by a wild boar. Yeah, mean blighters. But I'm telling you, that is good karmic justice there.
Good.
Watching her intestines mix with the Parisian soil there. Because she tried to run a trip, wound up splayed in front of it, and got disemboweled for her efforts. Yeah, happy ending. Woo!
Wow, so that's the building that Nicolas Cage owned. The guide said he owned it from 2006 to 2011 when the city of New Orleans bought it off him and foreclosed it because it is too haunted for anyone's own good. Nicolas Cage, when he was living there, claims that during his time there, he found blood in the pipes from the Lori and her torture expeditions. Who knows what went on there? Nicolas Cage is also so into New Orleans and its voodoo shit that he bought a plot in the cemetery St. Louis, and he has a giant plot. It costs a fucking fortune there. There is where he's gonna be laid to rest. American Horror Story is about LaLaurie, but they didn't film it inside the building. They filmed it inside this one around the corner because it's too haunted for that shit. The Voodoo Queen's house.
Telling you, the whole of that.
This is the Voodoo Queen Mary Laveau's house behind me. So she had 15 kids and only one survived. She kept her voodoo image alive in the city of New Orleans. She was an established lady and quite a rich person. So she kept her voodoo image alive by trading places with her one alive daughter out of 15, and her daughter would leave the house dressed up as her, pretending to be her, and that's why she kept up her image of being a voodoo queen who never aged, because they would swap places and pretend to be each other during the day, and this went on for decades. Now the house, it used to be a museum, but they've stopped that, and now it's literally just 2 apartments. So sad. I want to find out more about it. That was a good walking tour. I rate it the Yellow Fever tour. Tick.
I wonder what you got, you ask you. They wonder what you got, makes my wife think you so hot. And I wonder what you got, you rascal, you.
That was so weird. Thank you, Michelle. And thank you to the guy we met at the pool in Vegas who told us to come here and get a shark there. That was hilarious. There's literally wild natives screaming in the cave. I just rode the mechanical bull for the first time in my life, and I was so good. He literally just had to stop it because I wouldn't get off.
I'm gonna cut your ears off to you, rascal. I'm gonna cut your ears off to you, rascal. I'm gonna cut your ears off to you, and something else that belongs to you. I'm gonna cut your ears off to you, rascal. I'll be glad when you dead, you rascal.
It's all about a good twerk here. They love to twerk, man.
I don't think I'm telling no story, cause if I don't see this glory, I'll be glad when you're gone, you rascal.
Okay, Bourbon Street is crazy. It is 2:30 in the morning and I'm hoping to get another night of good sleep.